though and say stuff?
It's good. Are you using this?
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, we can start. We can start with our vision. Our vision, I can start and then to share with you do the rounds after.
Sure.
Okay. Our vision is to help every young person to identify and develop their unique talents and dedicate them to the Lord's service. We envision a world where never again must a young person live an aimless life. We see a time when all young people know their true purpose and lead meaningful lives in the Lord's service. And our values?
And our values are sacrificing. We take up our cross by stepping out of our comfort zone for Christ, and Luke 15:27. Faithful, we are faithful in that which is least, so that we can be faithful also in much. Luke 16:10. Leadership development, we develop leaders by giving others the opportunities we wish we had when we were in their situation. 2 Timothy 2:2. Intentional, we lead purposeful and intentional lives by having a definite aim in all that we do. Philippians 3:13 through 14. Communication, of all the gifts we have received from God, none is capable of being a greater blessing than our speech. Hebrews 13:16. Improvement, something better is our watchword. Proverbs 4:18. Enthusiasm, we are passionate about the work we are engaged in. 1 Thessalonians 5:16 and 18. And resourcefulness, we develop leaders who can take up the work of spreading the gospel wherever they are. 2 Timothy 2:2. And 9, bias for action, we take what we learn and make it practical. James 2:26.
Thank you very much. Let's see. Sister Kathy, are you there?
I am.
Would you do our mission, please?
Be happy to. Our mission is to inspire and rightly train an army of youth to dedicate their lives to Christ's service and engage in the finishing work of redemption before the soon coming of Jesus. We do this through our unique digital training curriculums, live workshops, daily videos, mentoring, and other exclusive success resources.
Fantastic. Thank you. All right. Step 2. We're going to reconfirm our annual aims and our confidence in achieving monthly missions. And our monthly meeting is on Wednesday. Go ahead.
Is there a reason why you guys turn off the camera?
What camera?
I can't answer that. I'm not sure.
Camera?
Okay. For some reason, I pay better attention if I actually see people than it's just like I just hear something because, yeah, I don't know. So I just thought I'd ask.
Brother Coleman? Is there a reason?
All right. Brother Denzel. Can you read your annual aim? Your annual aim, please.
Yes. Denzel will implement the Offer Master Bootcamp principles as measured by receiving the Shield Award by December 15, 2022.
Thank you. Katharina?
Catherine will master the marketing math of the 4 ways to grow a business as measured by receiving the Shield Award by December 15, 2022.
Shanishi will create a system for consistently showing up on the platforms of our strategic partners as measured by receiving the Shield Award by December 15, 2022. And Enoch, can you do yours, please? If you want to read.
Enoch will find someone who can lead the team to implement the Leads of Autumn content model using content fries as measured by sewing 100 pieces of community service content a day by the end of the year.
All right, thank you. So we're getting to the fun part. We're going to reconfirm progress and confidence in achieving our monthly missions. And as I said before, our monthly meeting is on Wednesday.
So we got 2 days left. And hour and 23 minutes.
More or less, yeah.
And 40,
No,
23 hours, 40
You mean a day?
he
23
said an
minutes?
hour, but he
Or
meant
23 hours.
You
2
know.
days
You
left.
said an hour and 23 minutes.
Yes. So,
Kathy.
so this is the part. I almost forgot what I was gonna say.
Okay.
This is the part where everyone contributes and you share all the progress that we've made so far, and then what's needed for us to move these missions forward within the next 2 days or so. So we're gonna start with you, Sister Kathy.
Kathy will work with Deborah to hire a contractor and accomplish all the 8 desired outcomes of this initial setup so we can consistently create an accurate financial report by April 27, 2022. Progress is 7.
Woohoo! That's really good.
The confidence is 5.
All right. Well, what progress?
We've hired Steve, who's helping us out, but Tiller is not really helping us out. Cooperating. But that doesn't mean they're not going to. But we're working now on the cash flow. Watching Sherry, Deborah, and myself are watching the DVDs and trying to understand the cash flow. So we're moving forward. We're not stagnant.
Okay. That's good.
What do I need help with? Tiller. I need them to cooperate.
That's your.
So, what do you think it would take for Tiller to cooperate?
They said to give them a week to 10 days, and now it's 3. It'll be 3 weeks. So it's 2.5 weeks, and we haven't heard back from them. I don't know.
Actually, they didn't say a week, 10 days.
They
They said it could take a month. They need to, they were trying to fix it, just surfacely or wherever they're at. But then this,
thank you for the correcting me. So they did not say a week to 10 days?
That's
no,
what she
they
said.
didn't.
Okay, I was wrong in that. Okay, thank you. Delete a week to 10 days.
Okay. And so, their cooperation, you said, is your number one biggest problem.
Well, it is a big problem, yeah.
Is that your number one problem, though?
I think it is.
And where do you see that you need support to move forward, not just with the problem, but with your mission on the whole? And who do you need support from?
Deborah and Sherry were working together to learn more about the cash flow. So to understand the cash flow, so that we can make decisions regarding if it works along with the HELOC or if they're in competition or what the challenge is. So.
Okay. Katharina, did you get that?
I'm sorry, I was asking Mrs. Gertie a question.
So the
Sorry, I
answer
should
is
have
no.
said that. Do you want to repeat it? I'm gonna have to go really shortly. Maybe in 15 minutes.
Okay, thanks for letting us know. Yeah, Sister Kathy, can you repeat that? This is where Sister Kathy needs support to move forward.
All right.
Go ahead, Sister Kathy.
I need help in understanding the difference between cash flow and HELOC so that we can make an intelligent decision.
And you said you needed help from...
Okay.
With Deborah and Sherry are working with me regarding it.
Who can help you with that? Enoch?
Sherry and Deborah are working. We're working together on it.
Okay. So help Kathy understand the difference between cash flow and HELOC. Okay, thank you.
Alright, and what about you, Ms. Deborah, Sister Sherry? What progress did you guys see that we made? I know I kind of went back, but... Or Sister Sherry, let's start with you. What progress did you make this week?
With
This monthly mission?
just learning about cash flow, doing some research on that.
That's really good. Thank you for sharing. Deborah, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Alright, what about you? What progress? And where do you see that you guys need help? If it's not the same as Sister Kat.
My monthly mission will train 3 people how to continually master the 10 tools of transforming lives, so we can work together as a team by identifying the strengths and weaknesses of each other by April 27th. Is that what you're wanting me to say?
Yeah, that's cool. I was asking for progress on the first monthly mission, but we can do that too.
You mean on Kathy's? On Kathy's?
Yes.
Oh, on Kathy, what I'm doing is trying to help to understand the difference. Well, I was trying to help them to understand what it was. I already showed them what the difference between cash flow and beetle kits. And it seemed like they understood, but now we're going more into detail about cash flow banking. It's a course that even exists to.
Your mic is fading in and out. So we're
You're kind of breaking up.
Yeah, we're hearing bits and pieces of what you're saying.
Oh, sorry, that's because I was moving. So anyway, we're just doing a course that. And I'm working with the bank and not the bank, the tiller and Steve also. So Steve tried to add another, to add it in a different way, but he said that it would be too much to do. And he ended up not doing that and just waiting for tiller again.
Okay.
So that's about it.
Alright, well thank you. Well, we can move on to your mission now. You already read it. So what progress have you made this week towards your monthly mission?
Let's see.
Can we skip Mom and have her let her come down here so she doesn't have that technology issue with her microphone? We can move on to a different monthly mission.
Yeah, because you are fading.
That'd probably be better. She was gonna come down here afterwards, but it'd just be better for her to be in person.
Okay, we'll come back to yours, Miss Deborah.
Does that work, Mom?
Sounds good.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna go to Kamran.
Alrighty. Kamran will optimize the speaker page, about page, and content page of the Enoch Leffingwell Funnel Hub so we can have a place to drive traffic. That positions Enoch as a coach. Wow. Progress. Let's keep that a 3. Confidence, huh?
Yes.
Being confidence. Oh boy, that's gonna be like a. It's gonna be like a 2 or 3, 2. Speaker about content. Oh yeah. Is it 1 to 10 or can I put 0?
1 to 10.
1?
Yes.
Alright, let me put a 1 there. I don't think we're gonna have all those pages by Wednesday.
Okay. And what specific progress did we make on this one this week?
Was it last week we got some copy up there for the menu of messages?
Yeah, that was last week.
Okay. Well, there's some progress right there.
That's good.
For the what?
the
You got some copy there for the what?
menu of messages.
Thank you.
And I probably also put a speaker request form up, or like I created a speaker request form, but that needs to be, that's going to be updated.
One thing I think would be good if we did is we went through the different sections of the speaker page, and we ask what would be good to, like, what would we need to do to finish here, and then it's like, what else would need to be done here? Like, go just one by one, rather than looking at it as a whole, looking at it in its sections. I think we get more clarity. What do you think about that, Cameron?
We can do that.
What are your thoughts about it?
I think for it to be ready, we just need a speaker request form that you are okay with, and
And the description's updated?
if you want to do that, if you don't want to use them as is.
Correct. Everything's a rough draft. I want to update them. My highest priority is to update those.
Alright, so those two things, and then it's pretty much ready.
And did you put the media kit on the website too?
The media kit, no, I haven't.
Oh, so then that would need to be done too.
Speaking of media kit,
Oh, also, do we want the what's it called? The form, the speaker request form to redirect somewhere when it's submitted?
That would be brilliant.
Okay. Well, we'll need to figure that out then. Where to redirect.
Okay.
okay.
So you said figure out where to redirect.
People who submit the form.
Speaker request form.
Okay.
Okay. So that's pretty good. And so, what do you see?
Who puts the media kit up there? Or do you have this under the like things to do already under your stepping stones?
Yeah, that's in the stepping stones already.
Is that on Common Stepping Stones?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So it is. Now, how far is the media kit finished?
All the stuff is there. Just need to be put up.
So 100% of the media kit on your end is done?
I guess so, yeah. I mean, until he looks at it and if there's something else that's needed, but everything that I know that needs to be in there is on the page.
Interesting. Hey, how many of you guys have not seen the speaker page yet?
Oh, I love the speaker page. Have you seen Pastor?
It's really nice, by the way.
Denzel, you haven't?
Pastor?
Okay. I just want to say, Mom, he hasn't seen it.
Oh, he hasn't?
No. This speaker page is the best page that we've had on any website in the 10 years of having websites, and it is such a blessing. You guys have done such a great job. All of us collective together who played a part in that. It's been amazing.
It is. It's awesome.
And so I just want
How
to
do you get to the
thank
speaker
all of you
page?
guys with a link. With the link you can do it
How can I get the link?
by reading Messenger when we send stuff to you. So we can send it to you again. But actually, Shanice, would you be able to send it to her?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
All right.
It's eniglefinworld.com.
No, it's not on there.
It's not on there?
No, because it's not public yet until we finalize it.
Any other progress? Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Speaking of menu of messages, I helped to pick out photos, even though we didn't use them. But I did go deep diving into some photos that we could use for the menu of messages.
Here, I got it here. I sent it on AOI headquarters.
All right, you can check that off of my list.
Is the pastor on that?
No, he's not.
That's okay.
Okay.
I'll watch it. I'll get it from you.
So, Kamran, what do you see as your number one biggest problem that you're currently facing? Such that myself would make the greatest difference in moving the mission forward.
Oh,
That question.
that question. What is it?
Your number one biggest problem?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Yeah, that's the question. What's the answer?
You have to give me the answer. What do you see as the number one biggest problem? Is it...
Something's a problem because we're almost at the end of the month and only one of those 3 pages are done, or almost done.
So, do you think that your biggest problem is figuring out what your biggest problem is or getting the pages up? Like, why is it that we're not able to get it done in the time that we set?
And also, do you think that, like, are you waiting for something to be done, or is there plenty of stuff that you could be working on with the content page and or like the about page as far as structuring goes, or just putting some links or sections up there? Are you like waiting for others, or are there things in your ability to move forward as with the information you have?
Okay. Does anyone, what else see as the number one biggest problem? What was the thing that you were suggesting earlier?
When?
About the page, you said we should like, something about the sections.
Oh, I think we should go through the sections and see what needs to be done to finish that. And I think also, like when it comes to the funnel hub, we've never created a funnel hub. It's a new thing. We've studied some things. Like one thing we could recognize is like when managing a project, there's different dynamics that might make it longer or slower. As far as how much like data mining we do, or remixing, how much like wordsmithing we do, also our copywriting skill, or our emotional mastery. That's like a third element that contributes to how far we go. Our communication together, how clear we set our expectations with each other. It's a fourth thing that influences the projects and how long they take. But like we've never created a funnel hub like this, and what we've done is we did some thorough data mining with other speaker pages, and what we have is like a masterpiece. Like this page is amazing.
Coming together nicely.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So like we have to be careful how we set our perception, because all perception is point of reference. If our point of reference is finishing the content page, the speaker page, and the about page, then we don't have those three, we could look at what's missing, or we could be extremely grateful for the best page we've ever created in 10 years. Like that is a powerful thing for what we didn't have, and also like seeing what will this open up for us that we didn't have before too, which is a lot, because anybody who reads that, you all have the link now, who will be able to see this is going to open doors for us for sure. So that's really great, and also keep in mind like we have to accept like grace for just our lack of experience, just knowing that there's only so much we can expect of ourselves having never done something before.
All work works.
All work works, and this has been a very productive month,
Yes.
whether we got those 3 pages done or not. And each time, like we set the goal, and the purpose is not even necessarily to achieve the goal. What's most important is who we become along the process. So if we beat ourselves up or get all discouraged because we didn't achieve the result, the outcome we're looking for, and we missed out on the work that it's doing on us, then we're missing out on like the greatest thing is the becoming journey. The 2 journeys, the journey of becoming and the journey of achieving. And so with this monthly meeting, we reevaluate, we analyze our results, and then we see what's the better more educated guess of how much we can accomplish within a month in light of the priorities and things we have.
I thought we're supposed to go past our limits. Make a goal.
But there's a stretch goal and there's also a baseline goal.
So then how can we complete everything that we set a goal to?
How can we complete everything we set a goal to?
Yeah.
What do you
Because
mean?
if we have stretch goals,
should
how
try
can we
lowercase.
meet them? They're not really stretch goals if we meet them, right?
Unless you were stretched.
Well, I think that's not like stretched. That's not really stretched if you can meet them.
What's your point of saying this?
Just because why would somebody beat themselves up for, something that we intentionally made too hard to reach?
Because not everybody has in their minds expecting to stretch, they're expecting to reach. And so when they have that shift of perception, then it's discouraging when you don't reach your stretch goal.
We were invested in the journey, not the destination.
We're supposed to be at a point that we don't quite reach everything.
Well, just because we're supposed to doesn't mean we're all there.
All good points, all good points. Thank you guys for sharing. Alright, so we're gonna move on. Carmen, I see that you already said some things here where you needed support. Is there anything else?
Move on.
Okay, is there anyone else that needs support with their part that they're playing on the speaker, not the speaker request page, the funnel hub?
Yeah, I'm going to, I would like some support with the descriptions. Just wordsmithing some
Who
of
do you
this.
think can support you?
Anyone, Shanicia, you, Kamran, Mom, whoever is able to support. Shanicia's helped some, Mom's helped some already. And so I think half of them are done. My goal was to have them done before right now, but it didn't happen last night. But I got most of it.
It's really good.
Okay.
And also, my weekly win is to create the signature talk for the mentor framework. So, creating its signature talks for some of these, that's also a goal.
I want to help you with that.
Thank you.
Awesome. Anything else for this mission?
I think that's it.
Alright. Moving. Oh, we're gonna go back to this.
You need support for going through the speaker request form, right?
Yes.
Are you creating that?
I'm gonna put that on there.
That's part of your weekly win, right?
It's in the stepping stones for my weekly win. Yeah.
And you're going to watch the video from Book and Pay to Speak? That's going to help you to understand the process too?
That's when you learn, yeah.
Cool. Right on.
So, put that there.
Laugh again.
Thank you for that reminder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, Ms. Deborah, we're going back to you. Would you like to read it one more time?
Sure.
Thank you.
It says Deborah will carry out a team boot camp teaching 18 members to master the 10 tools of transforming lives so we can identify and leverage the strengths and weaknesses of each other by June 22nd.
Whoa. No.
Hey, Hermano, is it alright if you take notes? Does that work for you?
No, that's April 27th. Are you in the monthly missions?
I am in
I can take
It
notes.
sounds like before we close.
monthly missions.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Alright, and what's your, progress?
You mean by a number?
Excuse me. You can give the number and then you can give the specific progress. What would you say with the number?
I don't know, a 3?
Okay.
And what do you see a 10 is?
A 10 would be when everybody can, without looking at the board, without looking at the questions, be able to work through the tool, the 8 steps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, okay, so I have to send Enoch a list of agenda questions for the conversations I want to have with them, and I do that. Talk to Enoch about what, make a list of each online course that I haven't done that.
One second, Miss Deborah.
Okay.
Catherine, are you still there?
Didn't she say she had to go?
Oh, she just did?
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
so.
I didn't hear
You
that.
were talking at the same time, that's why.
Okay.
And she did ask Conrad, and he is taking notes.
He's not taking notes of what she's saying.
Where is this going?
3.1.1, asking what progress was made.
Yeah, and so we're looking at what progress you made over the last week. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I did not hear that as well.
That's because you were talking at the same time. It was a quiet side conversation.
And my goal is trying to get people to be able to use the God's Plan tools without referencing it. And focus on overcoming the challenges for each person. So I've been doing that. Do you want me to go through what the challenge is for each person?
No, I just wanted
Okay.
to share what progress that you made towards the mission.
You're not reading your stepping stones.
On the last week.
That's what I'm reading.
No, I'm saying you don't want to read your stepping stones. That's not what she's asking you.
Well, I need to read it to see what I've done.
Are you able to do it in like a conversational tone?
All right. Me and Enoch do conversations in the band.
We figured out a system for speaking together more frequently so I could help her. That was good. Do you know the bottleneck for each person in their leadership and the 5 levels of leadership assessment? See what's the number one biggest challenge in their leadership that you're helping them advance in?
Isn't it the things that we're working with them on?
I'm asking if you identify their biggest challenge, that's the thing you want to work on. Just because you're working on a thing doesn't mean that's their biggest challenge.
What did you just say? If I identify what?
When you identify their biggest challenge, that's what you want to work on. Just because you're working on something doesn't mean that's their biggest challenge.
Well, we're working on something that has to do with their biggest challenge.
Okay, then that's the answer to my question.
Take a big bite of the challenge.
Yeah, that was my question.
So what does that look like? So that's like, Ms. Deborah, you figured out what everyone's number one biggest challenges and you're working towards it?
Enoch did, and he told me what to work with you guys on.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's progress.
Well, that was already done. We've been doing that. And then...
Well, the progress is you're working with them on it. Because you weren't doing that.
Well, I did last week and I did this week.
Really?
That's really good.
You don't think so?
I don't know, so I don't know. This is the first time I'm hearing this. That sounds good.
Okay.
Really good.
And then, let's see.
Do you see, and also remember the outcome is so that people can identify each other's strengths and weaknesses. How well do you think people have been improving in getting to know people's strengths and weaknesses?
I don't know. I haven't talked to them about that.
Okay.
And then we talked also about the debriefing form, which I got more clarity on.
Which
that.
we're not calling form anymore.
Yeah.
The outline.
The outline. And then
Sister Deborah also been like giving worksheets or like homework to people, and I think that's that's like a really big key of when she's doing the transformation toolbox.
Thank you.
Yeah. Made a big difference in Katharina's life.
Yeah,
And Kathy's.
I'm very thankful for that.
And plus, well, that do you just want that, or do you want other things that I've worked on for this week? Or just that?
I've been going through creating lasting change worksheet. I think that's part of it too.
What was it? Creating lasting change, is that what you said?
Yeah, Denzel's been going through it too, the worksheet.
Yeah, that's good.
Did we notionize the whole worksheet while we were this week?
I was finished.
Is there any day left?
I think that was the week before.
Was there any?
Yes, we finished it
Oh, okay, cool.
That's good.
last week.
It's
Yeah.
really powerful if you guys, anybody who wants to.
I think one thing that we could do, like move forward with this is if we created like flashcards, like written or Quizlet flashcards on get, understanding, appreciate the world, and so we got to understand the 7 beliefs, and we quizzed each other, and we got to know what those are. I think we could really learn a lot faster that way.
So if we do that?
Yeah. If we did that this week.
And was there something that you wanted to do with like how people are defining each thing? Because remember we were talking about it, I'm just like my understanding of get, understanding, and appreciate the world is a little different. It's like we need to clarify those. Or maybe it's just me, but...
No, that's good. You're right. I was doing that. It takes a long time to put those together.
Okay.
So if I had support with that, with people that have a ability to like quickly kind of distill those things. Well, actually, I think probably one of the main people who could really help with that is Kamran.
Sherry's good at that
Katharina.
too, isn't she?
Sherry, it's good at what?
Like distilling things and like finding good things that stand out.
Maybe I haven't heard her do that before.
Doesn't she do that with content press?
Oh, you're talking about finding like sentences?
Yeah, like finding what's like really.
Those are different skill sets.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, she might be good at that. Do you think you're good at that, Sherry? Don't know. Oh.
Yeah, I want people that are good at crafting wordsmithing, and very quick to write, to create those assessments.
Okay, that would not be me.
I think Cameron and Katharina would be the main people. We could get some quick work done on that.
Okay.
But I think the Quizlet or summary cards, whether they're printed or Quizlet, I think those would help us a lot to go through, to quiz each other, just have some of those. It'd be fun and it'd be helpful, educational.
Sounds interesting.
Who would be interested in going through some summary cards together?
I would.
You would?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shanice,
That
you
would
would?
be fun to do it as a team.
Yeah?
So you know, like in a setting
Like a
together.
team time or something?
Yeah,
Never thought of that before.
that'd be fun.
Would be fun. So just 2 people?
Just like rapid fire.
I don't understand what it is that we would be saying we'd be interested in doing.
Do you know what summary cards are or flashcards are?
I did when I was a child. Flashcards was something they would hold up. You're supposed to do something, see it, and say something.
Yeah,
That's what they are.
that's what
Okay.
we're
Yep,
talking
same
about.
thing, same
Yeah.
definition.
Okay. Still the same thing. A flashcard is a flashcard.
It's a flashcard.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's for learning.
Okay.
Did you want to do that during team
And
time?
it's specifically for understanding the like Titus 2 coaching and being able to like help people to transform and to change, and it's for helping us all to better understand each other so we have more influence to lead people to good decisions
Yeah.
using
learn
the
the
God's plan.
techniques.
It's a G
Yeah.
in God's plan because that's where most people are really struggling most with.
Bonus.
Remember when I was talking about we have to understand the context where people's reward and punishments are, where they grew up? That would be on the flashcard. So it's those, and then like a bunch of other things that are as helpful or more helpful.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you. Did you already say what your number one biggest problem is, Miss Deborah? If not, can you please move?
My number one biggest problem is the way that I do the coaching, which I'm getting more clear understanding, and I'm improving on that.
That's
So,
really good.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I
that's
feel
fine.
grateful that I have coaching for that.
Yeah. Praise the Lord.
I'll have to bump along figuring that one out. Yeah. And you guys are really good too. You guys help me a lot. You know, when you
do.
yes, when you guys are like we're, you know, when we're working on our stuff, that helps me. And then like Denzel, he'll see something and he'll share what he believes would be real helpful. And Katharina does that too, and I like that. I
That's
like
good.
that a lot.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah.
Teamwork.
Yes.
All Alright, and so where do you see that you need support to move forward with your mission? And
People to show up for their meetings.
Specific? You want to be specific?
That is specific.
Like, names.
No, I don't want to
No.
call people out.
Okay. Anywhere else that you need support?
Just from Enoch, because he coaches me.
Okay.
I think that supports me a lot.
Do you know what kind of support you need from him?
Yeah, my questions answered that I get every week. I'm going through that. That helps me improve a lot. You're
Watch
not
your
one of
back.
those, what are they called?
Whoa.
We were talking about them today. What are those called?
Contortionist?
Yeah, contortionists,
No.
are you? That look on his face, I know.
Yeah.
Okay, so you need support from, you said, with him answering your questions?
Mm-hmm. That's really good support.
Okay. Fantastic. And confidence. Did you say confidence?
Confidence
Yeah.
to what?
Achieve your mission?
Oh,
Or
yeah,
make
to
progress? Okay.
we're stuck on one.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
But I get better, you guys. I'll help you out.
Yeah, absolutely.
You do help
you
us
do a
out.
fantastic job. Ms.
You already do.
Thanks.
But we appreciate that you want to get better, and we're all getting better.
Absolutely.
We're
All right.
doing it together.
So I have a quick question before we go to Denzel. Enoch, so we're not going to really do yours, right? Or do we still do it?
My monthly
Your mission?
mission.
Yeah.
Yeah, why wouldn't we do it?
Because I don't know, was this 10 out of 10 from last week? I don't remember. Okay. Denzel?
Yeah.
I repeat my monthly mission, right?
Yeah, you read the mission
Alright.
and then talk about the progress.
Denzel will work with Enoch and Deborah to say yes to every question of level 2 leadership quiz so we can lead a team of VAs to implement the Content Fries overview system by April 27, 2022.
And what progress have you made last week?
Progress. Sister Deborah, Tina, and we had a coaching session.
Nice.
Did that really well. Also, Enoch and we had a meeting on Monday, which also went really well.
That's good.
And both of those meetings really helped me and gave me a lot of focus on what I should work toward and in leadership.
That's good clarity right there.
Some good clarity.
It's awesome. And also we want to keep in mind that this monthly mission is also our Content Fries monthly mission, so this is a time to update what is all the progress that you've made regarding Content Fries and where you need support to move forward with Content Fries, what's your biggest problem with your content process, and where we're at there too. I know that Sherry was going to get back to us to see when she had opportunity to work with us more often. Were you able to do that, Sherry?
For when?
Yes, when?
When for what?
When you were going to work with us in the workathon more often. You wanted to do that? You said that a week ago?
Oh, I had got in touch with, I let Cameron know I could work on, we figured out we were going to work on Tuesday and Thursdays.
Okay, Tuesdays and Thursdays. And that was this week?
I think it was last week.
Last week you said that? Right then.
Or the week before, because last week we did it 2 days. We did it on Tuesday and Thursday.
I think it was last Monday you said you wanted to work with us more than you do and be more involved.
I don't remember when it was, but I gave that to him like that day or the next day.
Oh, okay.
That's really good.
And has that been working out well?
I guess this counts too, but I worked with
Jerry in regards to updating the master site and taught her some things, and he's getting a better grip on that. And I talked to Sister Deborah and Sister Tunisia, and we were going to do the disciplinary that I need support with. We were going to do the MKR, do 40 quotables, or work through 40 quotables, but we didn't get to because we were focusing on the book. So I'm wondering how I should move forward with that this coming week. Because I still would like to do it, I'm just wondering what times, and yeah.
I have that on my list for Thursday. The
Do
same
you have it for
MKRs.
Thursday?
Pardon?
You have it on there for Thursday?
Yeah.
You want to create 10 of them on Thursday? You want to create 10 on Thursday, Mom?
How what time Thursday?
Great question.
I'm
Did
sure
you
you
hear a
catch
question?
up with the book.
Yeah. I don't have a time set
Oh, okay.
yet. I just have it on my list.
So would you guys say that? Are you finished,
Well-
Sister Katharina?
Yeah.
Would you guys say Thursday is like the specific day for content fries that we work on? Content fries related stuff.
It's publishing. It's a publishing day, and Content Fries fits in that category. But,
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was it too. Okay, that sounds good. Just wanted to clarify that with everyone, to know that if we're on the same page with the same thing in regards to Thursday.
thanks for clarifying.
Okay. Sister Kathy?
Myron's challenge is from 8 to 10, and the sessions, session 2, bestseller on fire coaching is from
How's your
10
toast?
to 12.
Every day.
Thank you.
No, this
for that
Thursday.
reminder.
That's good.
That's our Thursday schedule.
You want to have raps again this week?
Katharina, can you please mute your microphone when you start yelling across the room?
I'm sorry. I thought I was me.
Faster. I text you something.
Is
Okay.
that Thursday?
I also
That's
need
this
support.
Thursday. So that's what when you're planning something, it helps to know what's already on the schedule.
Yeah, when you're
What's
planning,
this
it's good to look at the AOI
What's this
family
Thursday?
and the AOI battle board.
The
The
book
on
publishing.
fire
Oh, yeah, I saw that, yeah.
till 12 noon. There's nothing scheduled from 12 to 2 though.
That's actually good.
12 to 2 will probably be doing the worksheet.
Okay. Worksheet.
Is that Thursday?
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
12 to 2. Worksheet.
I need help.
Okay.
Figuring out how to add links
So
into Publer.
so just
I
to
forgot. Denzel, one moment. I don't know if Enoch or Miss Deborah would be willing to help me with that.
I don't know what you
LinkedIn.
I don't know what you said, but Denzel was actually in the middle of talking.
He was? I did not
He
hear him
was.
say anything.
I'm okay.
Are you sure?
I just said hold up.
Oh, what did you say?
Yeah, we're talking about the schedule because he's talking about publishing, and he has a follow-up question.
Are we
think he
still
finished.
doing? Are we still going through my monthly mission or?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we
Okay,
are.
cool.
Yeah, all of this conversation has been regarding your monthly mission.
Okay, cool. So Thursday. So pretty much for Thursday, we're not scheduling anything for content fries. Is it because is the life on fire? I thought that was for Wednesdays only.
They're not doing it a Wednesday at any other time. It was just for 2
The
weeks.
2 first were Wednesdays, the second 2 are Thursdays, and then it goes to 2 on Mondays, then it goes back to 2 on
Okay,
Thursdays.
so that affects
Yeah.
content fries.
So we could do content fries on Tuesday as well, because every day the tone is marketing, so we could do it on content marketing on that day as well. The strategic partners, which has to do with content and content fries.
So,
What are your thoughts on that, Felicia?
Sounds
Or go ahead, Vic.
fine.
what are you guys' thoughts on that?
On what?
Just, I don't know, just as far as like clarity, concerns, because I know that for the last 2 weeks, last week, we haven't been creating much content for content fries, or really things haven't been done for content fries. With the new change of schedule and everything too, I think it may be something to really consider.
I think we should only stay on Myron's challenge for the question and answers, and not the training that he does.
Yeah, he keeps teaching the same thing over and over.
Even though there's new distinctions, new things we can get, I think it'd be better if we just show up for the question and answers.
On Mondays?
Mondays?
It's all week.
Oh, Wednesday.
This is
Yeah,
the
it's 5
5
days.
days.
It's 5
Oh,
days.
okay, got you.
So-
That's true.
Okay, and we could use that hour. That's an
Awesome.
additional hour we have
Yeah, that'd be an additional 5 hours for the week.
every day.
Yeah,
for the week.
every day for an hour. Right.
Okay, that sounds great.
So I have a question.
Uh-huh.
So on Thursday, we would do the challenge from 8 to 9, then do something else from 9 to 10, and then do the other from 10 to 12 and 12 to 2. So there's an hour between 9 and 10 on Thursday.
That was good.
So that's 1 hour. And then on Thursday, we'll be here in the afternoon. I don't know what you guys do on Thursday afternoon at 4, but there's nothing scheduled at 4. For, I think, the content fries, except for we have, Steve is here on Thursday at 4. So that doesn't include Sherry, because she's trying to learn. Tell her.
Did you see that we have the book? The book,
Coaching on Thursday morning.
Thursday morning. Okay.
And you'll see it on the Google Calendar too.
But those days change, don't they?
All of them are reflected on the Google Calendar, and they do change. But the calendar is correct.
I just wanted to make sure she knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, Denzel, what did you see is your number one biggest problem, or is that what you were expressing? What's your number one biggest problem that you're currently facing, such that by solving will make the greatest difference in moving your mission forward?
I think that was it.
Scheduling?
What was it?
Yeah. Scheduling. Time slot availabilities.
Okay.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
If Tuesday is an option, if I heard right, Tuesday's an option. Tuesday we're finished by 10:15, 10:30. There's the workathon from 10:30 to 2. In that time frame, that could be designated for fries, right? That's
What are we finished with on Tuesday?
leadership table, because we have
Oh,
Myron and then
yeah.
we have leadership table.
Mhm.
Leadership table is going to be through by 10:15. So by 10:30, there's nothing on. And was it Tuesday that
Strategic partners?
the workathon is Tuesday, the day you lead out?
Mhm.
But if I was hearing right, that's a day that could be also regarding fries.
Tuesday, content fries could be Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday.
Yeah, all the days are, those days are marketing.
Yeah, and
You
that's
just got to communicate with the people in advance that we're going to do it on that day,
okay.
based on the
Yeah.
highest consequences.
Yeah.
Did those
But-
answer your questions, Sister Kathy?
Yes.
Okay.
What's your
Denzel?
question, Denzel?
I was gonna say, no, that's it. Just schedule the time slot availabilities. I know we've been taking a shift. That's probably my biggest problem.
Okay. What about support? Who do you need support from this week? In
Support,
regards to your motivation.
just probably Brother Enoch. Also, Sister Katharina and Sister Deborah.
How can we support you?
Transformation coaching. Just helping me focus on those statements, those statements, as far as like the
Monthly missions? The leadership statements?
yes,
Okay. Yeah, the level up their leadership?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that all? Is that the only place you need support?
Yep.
Sounds fantastic. What was your confidence in achieving the mission?
What's my confidence?
Yeah, number.
Confidence number? It's the same.
Okay.
Hey, I would like to. Can I say something to everybody who wants to level up as a leader? If you would like my support for that, one area that you could support me is if you send me, and this is actually for almost any of your bottlenecks. If you send me your greatest bottleneck for your leadership advancement, and you just send me a messenger. It doesn't have to be in context. You don't have to give explanation. If we're working together, chances are we already have some sort of context with it. If you just send it to me when it's on your mind, or when you read it on your stepping stones, or wherever you look at your notes, that reminder could be really helpful for me to keep my opportunities I give you and my conversations with you along those lines, and my prayers for you too, because visibility is really key. And I have things taken notes, and I definitely make an effort to keep my stuff up to date on what each one of you guys' biggest problems are, and your goals and your desires, what you're working on. But you can help me a lot in helping you just by sending me what is your bottleneck. And whether that's for your devotions that I'm working with you on, or whether that's for your leadership, or whether that's through the work that you're doing, just tell me what your bottleneck is and send it to me as often as you want. It won't bother me. It'll be a helpful reminder every time. Is that okay?
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. I appreciate that. The messenger would be good, and I have notes on Notion, and I do look at them. But just so the messenger reminders can be really, really beneficial. Thank you. Carmen, did you write that down? Yes, ma'am.
What is the debriefing tool called again?
Outline? Yeah.
No, I didn't.
How come? And that's where I need support to move forward.
Carmen, do you want him to repeat that so you can write it down? Are you going to repeat that?
I was
In a nutshell.
I was saying that if you'd like my support to help you level up your leadership, your devotions, or your general work, if you can send me occasional messages on Messenger of what your greatest bottleneck is. You don't have to give context, but sending that to me on Messenger what your greatest bottleneck is.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, yeah, I think that's all. So we're gonna move on to Enoch. Could you do yours, please? Your monthly mission.
We'll work with the team to prioritize our pipeline process and overview systems for each of the monthly missions as it relates to the Big 5 roles, so we can create a team who intentionally works on high leverage tasks during our workathons. I want to say that you guys have been working on quite some high leverage tasks during the workathons. That's been very exciting, and I really appreciate Denzel and Shanicia's help tremendously with helping people to craft their individual monthly missions. One thing that we learned, we have our monthly meeting this Wednesday, but one thing we learned is it's the second month. The first time we realized we needed individual monthly missions, so we created those for people who don't have them. The second time I realized that those who are directly responsible individuals would do well to help others to know how they could help, how they could be supported. But then we realized that those who were directly responsible for a monthly mission didn't actually have their own individual monthly missions as it relates to other people's. So what we're going to do differently this next month is everybody, whether you have a monthly mission or not, we're going to see how we're going to craft our own statement and what part do I play in moving this mission forward so it can be complete. And I saw like Shanicia had her speaker bio, she got that done. And people who crafted their individual monthly mission, I know Katharina had several, she got those done. And they were just knocking them all out. So I want to say you guys are doing really great. And we're going to be doing it next Wednesday. Yeah, praise the Lord. I think that's one of the greatest victories that we had this whole month, to be honest. But I would say that next month, 2 days, we have the monthly meeting. And it would be nice if we could have a goal within 7 days, within the first week, probably even before Friday, to craft those individual monthly missions and what that looks like.
Yeah.
And Shanicia...
I made myself available for that.
What was that?
I said I made myself available as early as Wednesday. I put it in the chat. 4 to 5. I'm willing to help people with it.
I did read that. Did you hear that, Katharina and Mom?
You can start early.
I'm sorry, I'm just writing something.
Okay, we're talking to you. Shanicia and Denzel are available to help people craft their individual monthly missions for this Wednesday.
Yes, I heard that, and I'm planning on doing that
Awesome.
on Wednesday or on Thursday.
That's
I thought
exciting.
we do that during the meeting.
No, we do not craft your individual monthly
After the
missions.
meeting?
Yes, so
Okay.
it's after. If you are direct, yeah.
I
so
see,
afterwards.
okay. Yeah, that helped me a lot last time we did that.
Awesome. And we realized that we did it with you. We helped you craft it for people, but you didn't craft your own individual monthly mission this last month. So that's what we learned, that you need to know how you fit in the other places.
Yeah.
So that's
Don't
what
you
we're
think
going
I
to do.
know?
No,
I work with her in her monthly mission.
but is it measurable?
I work with you and yours.
Who's her?
Kathy.
Are you, yeah, you do. But what about me? How do you work with my monthly mission?
Helping with descriptions and stuff like that as you need them.
That's not my
When
monthly
you
mission.
ask me to help you out.
My monthly mission is to help you to have an individual monthly mission.
Alrighty then.
That's
do it.
That's literally what we're talking about. Are you reading along with us?
I was taking
Okay.
notes. I'm trying to take notes. I'm sorry, I could like read maybe
Okay.
along with you guys or
Yes.
take notes.
Don't take notes. That's why Cameron is here. That's why we have a scribe. This is not a time to take notes. This is a time to engage fully and interact. Does that make sense? No. This is not the time to take notes. The time, if there's something you want note of, make sure that Cameron writes it down for Katharina or whoever's the scribe. And then use the notes that they provide. Does that make sense?
That's what I'm doing, using the notes that they were providing.
Okay, good. So then after the meeting is when you take the notes they provide and then you distribute them where you want to put them. Don't do that
Okay.
now. But I appreciate your diligence in wanting to cultivate that skill. So that's mine. And that was also my greatest number one biggest problem is just not everyone having individual monthly missions and sometimes getting them done after that first week. Because if we wait too long, then it's unclear what we're doing. Is there anyone that has questions regarding what was said? Because this involves every person.
Well, I just want to say that I know that we meet at 4 o'clock, and I feel like I have other things that I need to do besides working on monthly missions all the time for people. And so if I don't know that, like, you're doing the Dream 100 or something like that, then I don't even show up for it because I'm doing something else.
What do you mean by working all the time for other people in their monthly mission? And what do you mean by working together at 4 o'clock? What are you talking about?
You guys get together every day at 4 o'clock, right?
Oh, yes.
To do workathons?
Yes, to implement the courses.
Yeah. And then sometimes I guess I don't know that when you guys are doing what. And
So
I
how
don't
would you
show
know
up.
until you show up?
Well, that's the thing. I don't want to come down here and get everything all gathered together and come down here and then decide, well, I could do something up there that needs to be done.
Can you take it upon yourself as responsible to speak with the person who's in charge?
How do I know who's in charge that day?
Just know who's in charge of each theme. Each theme has a day and one person's in charge. There's only 4 people. There's only 4 days.
Well,
Could
maybe.
Could you remember 4 days, 4 people?
I don't know.
They make sense with the
I don't
themes.
even remember who all's doing what on worship day. So I doubt that that's going to work.
Well, let me ask this. Do you know what themes, what days, what theme the day of the week is?
When I look on the calendar.
Okay, then that's how you can know. Look on the calendar, and whatever theme it is, no, that's the person. It makes logical sense. That's the person who's in charge of that day.
Alrighty.
Would that work for you?
Perhaps, we'll see.
That would be good.
Okay, I have a question. So Denzel and Shanicia are helping with crafting the individual monthly missions, right?
Correct.
Like last time what I did is I created them and then like I wasn't sure, I didn't know that Shanicia was doing that. So, and then me and Shanicia went over them and then me and Enoch went over them. So I went over them like, 2 times. Am I supposed to just do it with Shanicia or like, how does that look?
Great question. You told me that you procrastinate you put off crafting those, and it's hard for you to do. So when you ask, what does it look like?
I didn't.
What?
Sorry, go ahead.
So when you ask, what does it look like if it was easy and you can enjoy the process of doing it, usually for someone who values fellowship, it's a lot easier when you have accountability or conversation or someone to work with to do that. So if you do it by yourself, by all means, do it by yourself, that's fine. But if you're procrastinating it, we do not want to procrastinate that, and people are available to help. If you're unsure about how to make it measurable, if you're unsure about how to know where you fit with that big picture, or you want greater clarity regarding something specific, then you got 2 people that are available to help to bounce ideas off and solidify some things.
Okay, thank you. Because last month I did it myself, and then I was a little bit confused. Like, what is she supposed to help with? But she helped me with the MKRs. So I just wanted some clarity.
Yeah. So you didn't actually finish it by yourself. That's what she's there to help with. Because if it doesn't have a clear MKR, then you don't have an individual monthly mission. The purpose is so you have measurable progress towards the goal.
Alright.
So that's a great question. Is there anyone else who have questions regarding that?
I feel like I had a question. I was going to ask. So there's going to be directly responsible individuals, and then people who don't have like the big monthly missions. And so I guess this is more for Brother Denzel, or you if you have insights. How should we split it? Is it just somebody works with the person that's responsible for crafting it for the team, and then somebody else works with the people to craft it like for themselves? It's like, what could that look like? If that question makes sense.
Can that make sense to you, Denzel?
Yeah, that makes sense. I've been. So this is in regards to directly responsible individuals that are in charge of a specific monthly mission that are giving others individual monthly missions.
That's half
Is
of our
it just
question.
like, for example, my monthly mission is related to content fries. Do I just give monthly? I think that what I've been doing is just all of those who are up under the directly responsible for content fries, I do theirs or have them do theirs or I'll help someone do theirs that's related to the team.
That's good. And it worked well for you this last month?
Yeah, it went well.
Cool. That was the first month we've ever done it. Mom had people that she was counting on, and she needed to work with me to help her to see how people can be involved and how she could break down hers into smaller chunks for individuals. And I saw like the worksheet is a valuable resource to help her to go forward, so I was like, alright, who can help with that? Shanice and Katharina, so we helped them to get plugged in with making that happen too.
That works too.
So maybe depending on how the person needs help.
That was it.
Do that. Okay. Alright.
Do we have 2 publishing days to do a workathon?
We have one theme day that is publishing.
Is that Thursday?
It's Thursday. But we can do publishing on
Tuesday?
Tuesday or Monday.
Okay.
If needed. If something, like for instance, the book's going forward. Book is still a type of publishing, but if the book is on Thursday, we could rearrange it for a different day.
And can I just, for my notes, know who does the days? When is yours?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
You look at the themes. What if for your notes you look at the themes and see what they are and then
I
guess?
just did.
Guess who does it?
Who's doing marketing?
Who do you think does a lot of the marketing stuff? I'm not responsible for any of them. Who does the marketing funnels?
Finals?
Yeah.
Cameron.
Yeah, Carmen does.
And then you have marketing and direction, whatever that means.
Every day is marketing and the next thing. So it's direction theme.
So what's that mean?
That means vision casting. That means human resource stuff. That means building systems. That means training. That means goal setting. That
Is
means
that Cameron
crafting.
again?
No. Who do you know that really likes to think and ask questions?
Denzel.
That's Denzel's. That's what direction is. Thinking and asking questions.
And then there's publishing in here.
So publishing. Who is very involved in content and content creation and publishing and creating content? Who's really involved in that? Before
that,
anyone else.
Tina?
Yep, you got it. See, good guesses, Mom. Those are the
Okay,
people in
thank
charge. Yep, and I'm in charge on Sunday for the 4 o'clock Stepping Stones working time.
Okay. Fantastic. What other progress did you make?
That's pretty much all the progress.
Okay. And now that you have solved your biggest problem, what's your next biggest problem that you're seeking to solve? Well, that you're currently facing, such that by solving would move our mission forward.
My biggest objective is publishing the book and creating the collection of stories, Pouch of Parables, as a reporter.
Did Carmel fall asleep?
No.
Oh.
It all starts with a spark. Amen.
So what?
I was just referring to Pastor Smith's screen.
You're telling me what your objective is again?
Something about a book.
No, I already told him what my biggest problem is.
But he didn't hear it. He needs you to repeat it.
We don't need to put it on there. It's right there. He has it.
Okay.
What?
Not everyone has individual monthly missions and getting them done within the first week. That was my answer.
Okay, what
Because
were
I
you
was
saying
saying-
about publishing a book and doing something else?
You don't need to put that on there.
Okay.
Okay, because I was the one that asked what's your next number one biggest problem. So.
But I don't know why you asked what my next one is. You didn't ask anyone else that.
Because yours
It's on
is
there.
already 10 out of 10.
It's not on there. It's right there. It still needs to be done.
I thought you said what?
My biggest problem is not everybody has individual monthly missions and getting them done by the first week.
I see. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
I answered
I
each
thought-
of the questions, just to let you know.
Well, that's good. I thought you were saying that we figured out a system for that or something. I didn't see that on the problems.
Nope, and I
Okay.
said this is my number one biggest problem. And
Well,
it was
thank
not
you.
solved. You're welcome.
All right, so now that we got that situated, we're gonna go ahead and do our weekly wins. What we're gonna be working on next week. For those who have not done it as yet,
I got my
toggles-
3.
The toggles have been created below, and at the same time, you can write what you're gonna be learning next week.
Pastor, that's 3.1.2.
So
Step 3.
we can
How
take
do you-
about
How do you find that?
See, you're on step 5. Scroll up to step
Okay,
3.
gotcha. Gotcha.
And then 3.1. And point 2.
Okay, measurable key results.
Nope, that's point 1.
It's
It's actually-
3.5.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
3.5.
What do you mean 3.5?
It's 3.5.
Oh.
I don't see a 0.5 on here.
Oh, yeah, I
think
see,
you're on
sorry.
the- he's not on
I
the
was
right
wrong.
thing.
Yeah, it's 3.5.
He's in 2021.
Oh,
At least that's what my eyes are seeing. From
No,
here.
he's not. I sent him a link.
Okay.
that's
So just scroll down until you see 3.5.
What?
3.5 is going to be
it says
before.
monthly meeting 7/7/21.
You are in the wrong year.
Okay, sorry. This is the link that I clicked.
That's so strange.
We can take
can
about
find
5
it.
minutes.
4,
11:30 now, so
25.
we'll come back at
22.
11:35.
There you go. It's so weird. It's 3.5. So go to step 3, question 5.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah. 3.5. Yep, you'll get there.
All right, then.
Cool. She's got a lot going down there.
Yeah, I gotta rearrange this stuff.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Oh, well, your stepping stones are open. I'm like, man, that's intense.
Oh, that's what happened? I was just thinking about, I was talking about the weekly wins all together in light of new information.
That new information. Okay.
Rearrange some things. These might change.
That's good.
No, number 7. I feel myself going to number 7 all the time, resetting priorities. I feel like that's my go-to
Yeah, analyze, revise, remobilize.
every single time.
That's what high achievers do.
Wow, look at that. That's a high achiever.
Best leaders are flexible. You just
Not
align
proportions.
your dreads.
The best leaders are professionals.
So I put my
That sound like
weekly wins on there. But I need to go, so I won't be able to like communicate much.
okay.
Okay.
If you're leaving.
It was nice knowing you, Katharina. Thanks for
Thank
joining
you,
us.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad you came.
I'll still be listening in though.
Fun while it lasted.
It's good to hear your voice.
Yeah.
Like what?
Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see.
When do you work on the quote cards, you said?
Thursday. Well, I have to revisit that. I initially had it on there for Thursday.
Oh, okay. Will you let me know? Sure. I'll put it in my alarm.
Man.
How's it going, Sister Sherry?
It's not going on.
What happened?
I don't know how, I just did what I did.
Sherry, why don't you use a laptop?
Because it doesn't work.
You think I'm talking about your laptop?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I'm rarely ever talking about your laptop because I know your laptop doesn't work.
Oh, did you start the book and pages speech?
Yeah, I started that one.
Mom
You
was
like
done
that?
anyways.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, we bought the laptop so you could have something that works and is reliable, and so you don't have anything that holds you down.
Do we need more time? It's 11:35. Are you guys ready?
I'll take a minute.
One minute?
One more minute.
Okay.
It'll take
What
60
is
seconds.
the thing
Got it.
called for? I know. I found out this morning. I can feel it cold. What is the worksheet with Anthony?
Creating lesson change. Please read the understand and appreciate the first step. It's not the first day, the first step.
I know it's day 3.
Okay, day
That's
3.
what I've been doing.
Alright,
Oh, good.
Denzel.
That's good, Mom.
The time is up.
Yeah, it's really good.
Like,
Time's
just
up.
what you need.
Yep.
Yes.
That's it.
Alright. Let's go ahead and go through our what we're gonna be working on next week. Excuse me. And what we're gonna be learning. So
Oh, yeah, what I'm going to be learning.
yes.
That's a different question.
That's not a different question. That's the same question I asked before we started.
I didn't hear.
So I think you're gonna say,
It looks like only 2 people heard.
well,
I didn't. I looked for where to put it, and so I
3.6.
thank you. 3.6. 3.6. Okay, there it is.
I mean, it was still right. Alright, so you need since Rosie's at the top. Oh, you're still writing some stuff. Oh, we can start with Denzel.
So, only have one,
Uh-huh.
but it's creating lasting, well, finishing the worksheet, creating lasting change up to day 6.
That's pretty good. And what about your new learnings? What are you going to be learning?
Are we combining the 2?
No, it's the 2 questions. Well, yeah, the 2 questions.
Yeah, she likes to combine them.
Okay. The storyteller secrets.
Can we go to that?
Yeah.
Alright. Sounds good. We shall keep that in prayer. Enoch, whatever are your weekly wins?
My weekly win is number 1, to create a signature talk for the Mentor Framework, and 2, update the description for the menu of messages, which is halfway done. And then 3 is to data mine and remix printed book publishing secrets of successful authors. So I want to look at the books on the table and just see, what do their bookends look like? Their preface, their acknowledgments, their pages, like what do those things look like? And then start working on creating some of those.
Sounds good.
We need to get together the book launch team list, the one that Kathy was going to create. Shanice gave me hers. And was Katharina the last person? It seemed like there was 4 of us.
That gave what?
A list of people who could join our book launch.
Oh.
I gave you the name
Kat-
of one. the author, but I didn't get anyone else yet.
What author?
I gave you some suggestions.
Regina. That
Oh,
wrote-
when did you give that to me?
I sent it on Messenger
Oh, okay.
yesterday.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I talked to her.
Oh, and she'd want to join or something? Or you're saying she's authored books
She's authored books, but she would be willing to be,
to do a review?
yeah.
That's cool.
I
That's
gave you
good.
some suggestions.
That's awesome. Suggestions of people? When?
When I was telling you that we could, the people who write books that are in the same niche.
Oh yeah, and I was asking you to write down their names. I want names.
Okay.
So we,
Should I have sent it? Where should I have sent it to?
messengers, alright, but I want them all in one place, like all at once. I don't want like one at a time.
Okay.
Just a list.
Okay. And what are you learning?
What am I learning?
Yeah.
I'm learning the bestseller On Fire Coaching. Thursday, I'm learning the time blocking with the Alex Hormozy method. That's been fun and productive. I'm also learning about stories, signature stories, remixing stories, and how like story selling. Story selling is a big thing that I'm studying right now for this month.
That's pretty good.
Oh, and mentorship. I'm really focusing this week. Stories selling as it relates to mentorship in creating a signature talk. So that's my focus for this week.
Sounds splendid. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Sister Kathy.
I'm going to be working with Deborah and Sherry and studying the cash flow with HELOC, seeing if they are competing with each other or which one is different. I'm going to be learning from Steve regarding Teller and then learning more about cash flow.
Can I ask a question?
Oh yeah.
Sure.
What is cash flow? I apologize. Is this from like cash flow tactics, cash flow, or
It's the cash flow banking. It's the infinite banking system.
Okay,
Okay.
That's
Just trying to understand it. Which apparently Diana is very well versed and she understands that specific niche of like infinite banking stuff,
okay?
which I didn't know.
So that's going to be what I'm learning this week is more what I can on cash flow.
Diana's doing the teaching on it.
No, it's
Yeah.
Garrett Gunderson who bought a course
That,
Okay.
called Cash
that
Flow Banking System.
video I sent you.
It's my second.
Oh, okay, that one. Okay, gotcha.
Garrett is my second favorite financial advisor.
Who's your first?
Myron.
Oh, okay.
Like financial literacy trainer,
Yes.
teacher. Yeah. He's
Garrett Gunderson.
Yeah, Garrett Gunderson. Killing Sacred Cows. That book is amazing. His content is amazing.
Alright. Great question, Pastor Smith. Alright, and Catherine is not here, so I'll read hers. She said that she's going to get whatever needs to be done with this book and go through the worksheets, create her individual monthly mission, and work on worksheets every day. And,
Worksheets every day. Whoa. It's quite the goal, going from no worksheets to every day.
I love it. The ambition.
Yeah.
Sister Sherry?
Take 30 master slides, create 5 content Fridays,
Nice.
learn more about cash flow banking with Garrett Gunderson.
Awesome.
Nice.
And what will be your focus of new learning, Sissy?
Learning cash flow banking.
Yeah. Okay. A lot of people learning cash flow banking this week. That's pretty good. Alright, thank you.
If you want, Pastor, I can send you a link to the cash flow banking thing.
Yeah.
Brother Conrad, would you like to read yours?
I would read his sales page first.
Thanks.
It's a good place to start.
Do I have to?
It'd be lovely if you did. It would help us all.
It would be a blessing.
Also,
Because we like you, we like to connect with you, we like to understand where you're at.
but sir, you can read it.
It's not the same as coming from you. And not everybody has the easiest way navigating through Notion.
Speaking page ready, update/optimize my calendar and create a garden dashboard and record myself building it.
Okay, thank you. That's very well. And
Did you
last.
say create a skateboard?
No.
What?
You weren't looking.
That is not what we said. Let me see what's on your mind.
I know he likes to skateboard, so
He said dashboard.
But he likes the garden too.
that's true.
All right, Miss Deborah. What are your feelings?
I have this is work with Tiller and Fibber and help coach coaches for the transformations. Keep learning and motivating Kathy and Sherry to learn the cash flow system.
Awesome.
Going at it,
What
mama.
about, yeah, that's really good. What about your new learnings?
You don't want to hear other things from them, just the new learnings?
Just
your
the
weekly
three weekly wins. That's it.
Okay. And then go through the Wealth Factory course and creating lasting change.
Nice.
Which is a cash flow banking.
Yes.
All right.
People saying focus. Wow, that's really
Yeah.
cool.
I think I got everyone.
Keep going.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for sharing, participating, and as always for hanging in there. We're going to, as we go through the week, just remember to lift these projects up in prayer and surrender them all to God. Who would like to close us out in prayer? Thank you.
Dear Lord, thank you for the time that we got to come together and work on these to see what sort of work needs to be done and what our responsibilities are. I pray that our work that we're doing is the work that you would have us to do. And if it's not, Lord, help us to lay our plans at your feet so that we can work on what's important to you. And please guide us and help us to help one another and help us to be cheerful and willing and to be able to surrender to you the plans that are at any point the things that we need to so that we could stay focused and on task and help us with distraction and dear Lord, we just love you so much and we're so glad that you give us the opportunity to work with you and that you want to work with us. Thank you so much. We love you and please bless our efforts. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
Praise the Lord.
Alright.
Y'all did good.
Break.
Yes. Praise God. We have time to do a break. Breathe air. Fresh air. Glad you could join us, Pastor.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.